Hey folks, welcome to another day, another unboxing. I've got something I'm very excited about here. This is the Vivo X50 Pro 5G. It is the phone with the camera gimbal. Yes, you heard that right. The camera doesn't just have OIS, it has an entire gimbal suspending the sensor and lens so that you get less shaking. That's basically what it's about. So this is a phone that's sold in Asia right now. And I was able to get a review in it, so I'm super excited. Vivo on this side, not too much on this side. Got some IMEIs back here. You can see here, this is an alpha gray colored model. So not sure what that means, but let's open it up, shall we? That took a second. That's the inside. Here's the phone. And let's pull that out, and then we'll have a look at it in a second. Let's continue. We've got a divider clearly here. Ooh, look at that. Photography redefined. We got a UK style charger here. And this is a Vivo Fast Charge 2 charger. Vivo and Oppo and OnePlus are under the same umbrella company called BBK Group, and they share the same fast charging technology. This is 33 watt charging, so it's very similar to Warp Charge on the OnePlus phones. So that's the brick. I'll actually leave the this up for a second so you can have a look. And then we've got what looks like some earbuds here. Oh, nice. You get earbuds in the box and some other goodies. Let's have a look at that real quick. Oh, there's more. Aha, headphone jack adapter, so USB Type-C to headphone. I'm not going to open this, but you get the idea. You got some replacement silicone tips, and here are the earbuds. Ooh, they look pretty interesting. And of course, these are 3.5 millimeter because you can use the adapter to connect them to your phone. That's an interesting approach. A lot of these phones that have USB Type-C audio just use a USB Type-C earbud packaged in the box. Then we have a case, translucent TPU case. That's really nice. I like how a lot of Chinese phones have these. I keep saying this, but they're nice because they're perfect fit and they don't get yellow with time. These are not cheap and they protect your phone pretty nicely. And then we have some documentation, SIM removal tool, and Vivo's important information warranty card. Nobody cares. And then of course the quick start guide. Here you go. Not too much in here. Technical information. Interesting. Then we have the USB Type-C cable, which is here, interestingly, in this other little compartment. There you go. So USB Type-A to Type-C. All right, let's get rid of this box and move on to the phone, shall we? I'm super excited about this. In-display fingerprint sensor. I think there's an IMEI sticker in the back. There we are. Look at this. Look at this beast right here. You see that big hole there? That's the gimbal mounted camera. So let's talk about specs. I'm going to fire it up real quick so we can see what the screen looks like. Vivo 5G, powered by Android. So this is a 6.56 inch display, 1080p, AMOLED, as you'd expect. It is HDR10 plus, 90 Hz refresh rate, so that's really nice. It's got slightly curved edges and a hole punch up here for the front-facing camera. That's a 32 megapixel f/2.5, 0.8 micron pixel camera, and Fun Touch OS. I love how it's called Fun Touch OS. It's their skin on top of Android 10, and you can see here very little bezel all around, a tiny little bit of a chin maybe, but pretty sexy looking, pretty high-end looking phone. And it is, because it is one of those affordable flagships. Now, in the back, you got this big camera pod, right? You can see there is a whole bunch of lenses, so let's talk about them real quick. The main sensor on the gimbal is a Sony IMX589. This is a 48 megapixel sensor, kind of like the 586, but improved. And it basically is 0.8 micron still, has a quad biofilter, so combines 4 pixels into one for low light performance. So you get 12 megapixel photos out of a 48 megapixel sensor. The f-stop on this is kind of crazy. It's f/1.6, and you know, again, that crazy gimbal OIS, phase detect autofocus, of course. Then we have a periscope telephoto lens right here where my index finger is. This is an 8 megapixel, 5 times optical zoom, OIS of course, and f over 3.4, and I don't know the pixel size in microns unfortunately. Then we have a 13 megapixel, f over 2.5, 2 times telephoto. The second telephoto, very much like the P40 Pro Plus. 2 times optical, f over 2.5, 13 megapixel, 0.8 micron with autofocus. So I assume that can be used for macro shots since it has autofocus. And then the final camera is an 8 megapixel, f over 2.2, 1.12 micron ultra wide. So main lens, ultra wide and telephoto 2x, and then 5x periscope telephoto is the lay of the land. That's kind of crazy. This is glass. It's kind of a matte finish glass, which is really nice. Vivo logo. You can see how it reflects the light and shines very nicely. There's a bunch of LEDs here for flashes. And yeah, I mean, honestly, this thing is pretty decked out in terms of camera specs. Now, you're gonna wonder, what about the rest of the phone? What, you know, in-display fingerprint sensor, all that stuff, you know, it looks like a flagship. Well, it kind of is. I said earlier that it's like an affordable flagship because instead of a Snapdragon 865, this has a Snapdragon 765G, which is the same chip used in the OnePlus Nord. It's actually a very competent, very fast chip, just not the fastest for, say, games or whatever. On board here is a 4315 milliamp hour battery. So that's pretty decent for a phone with, especially with Snapdragon 765G, because it's very power efficient, because the 5G modem is integrated in the SoC. And then it comes with either 128 gigs of storage or 256 gigs of storage with 8 gigs of RAM. I'm not sure which version I have, but 8 gigs of RAM is a given. So that's, again, pretty decent specs. And you know, that's basically it in terms of the specs and what you'll find inside. You can see there's actually a pre-applied screen protector here. You can kind of see the edges around the hole punch there. And let me walk you through the edges. So on the right hand side, you've got the volume rocker and power lock key. No surprises here. The power lock key has a kind of interesting finish, but it's actually not something you can feel. Then there is a USB Type-C speaker and SIM tray at the bottom. On the left-hand side, you really have nothing at all. It's pretty empty. And on top here, you have a secondary microphone, and that's also all there is. It looks like a glass insert on the top here. That's kind of cool. Is there a glass insert on the bottom? No, that's metal. Very styling. I mean, you know, this is what I like about those Chinese phones, is that they're always taking new risks and interesting design directions. There's also a primary microphone at the bottom, of course. So now that's it. Basically, this is the Vivo X50 Pro gimbal phone. I'm really looking forward to trying this out in terms of imaging. It looks like a very exciting phone. I'm not a huge fan of FunTouchOS as a skin, but we'll see how that works out. That's it, folks. The Vivo X50 Pro. Wow, look at this thing. So crazy. Putting a gimbal in a phone. Wonder if this is a new trend like the periscope folded lenses we've been seeing. So anyway, stay tuned. I'll have more on this phone soon. Subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the podcast. As you know, like this video, tell your friends, click the little notification bell to get notified. Comment in the comments below. Find me on Twitter at TankGirl, TNKGRL, to discuss this as well. And the podcast lives at mobiletechpodcast.com, also on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Pocket Casts, and Spotify. So please subscribe and tell your friends. So that's it, folks. Stay tuned for more content soon. And until then, cheers, everybody.